Hey Heather, I wanted to share a demon sensory win for me about car seats. My youngest is not in an infant car seat carrier anymore that you can just kind of like loop through his arm, through your arm. He's too big for that, but he also can't sit up on his own yet, so it's a little bit tricky to kind of manage that balance, but he has to be in a different convertible car seat that stays in the car now. And so now I put my oldest in something else. So my husband did all of the rearranging of those car seats, and then I was going to be taking the kids on our first outing with the new car seat setup. Now, as you know, we've talked about this. Getting kids out of the house and like managing them and everything is hard enough for me with like the kids and the gear and the stuff because it's stuff, right? So, and on top of kids and gear, it's like winter gear, and now I can't like keep my youngest in like contained in a car seat. It's like he's in my arms because there's nowhere else to put him. Like I lay him on the floor and like put my boots on. But anyway, boots because there's snow all over the ground. So I get the kids all together. We go to the car. I open up the door and I saw right away the car seat was not installed correctly. The car seat for my little one. So I was so mad. I was so angry. And I just thought, okay, like this is a choice, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna react. Like, oh my gosh, I was just like ragey about it because that stuff is just like ridiculous. It's ridiculous how hard it is. It's not that hard because I think it takes like 20 years and like a degree in rocket science to install them. Like that's the story I tell myself. It's really actually not that hard, but I just hate it. So, all right, get the kids in the house, get them all settled. My oldest is really upset because he wanted to go to this appointment, which I had to then call and cancel and say like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry because, like I won't be able to get there in time. So then I'm like standing there with my coat on my boots and I'm going, all right, I have a choice. I can either like do the hero's journey thing and go out there and like reinstall it now, or I can just wait till my husband gets home. And you know what? He should have to reinstall it anyway because he installed it wrong and blah, my brain goes off on a thing. And I'm like, you know what? No, I am going to do the thing, the hard thing, reinstall it right now. I have my boots on, I have my coat, the kids are settled. I'm just going to do it. Just doing it now. And the whole time, oh my gosh, if only I could have like recorded my actual thoughts. It was like hilarious. The dialogue in my head about who designed these things, and I'm like sweating and like I'm just so annoyed, and I'm like, why is it this way? And like, why do car seats like exist? Why aren't they like built into cars? And then I remembered that that car seat is about to expire, and that's so annoying. And just like all of these like thoughts about my husband, because like, oh my gosh, why didn't he install this right? Like he installed it. Like I didn't have to do it. Why am I complaining about that? Anyway, so I get the thing reinstalled. It really didn't take that long, but 15 minutes later, like probably did take 15 minutes, we had it all straightened out, literally. So I come in the house feeling like, yes, all right, did that, to my phone ringing. My phone's ringing, and it was my sister who really needed my help with something that morning and was asking if I could please come over. Was there any chance that I could? And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, you know what? I am here with my coat on, like ready. I can leave now to go to help you with your thing. And it was perfect because I wasn't like out far away at this appointment, with my kids, or I wasn't going to be able to help her for who knows how long. And the car seat was all ready to go for this situation. And I just thought, look at that. Yay. Go me. Doing the hero's journey thing. But it just kind of made me think about that, especially with demon sensory, how it's so easy to just let those things go. And then like when something is needed in the moment, or there's like a last minute thing, it's like, oh, but I can't because, the sensory thing that's out of my control. It's like, well, it could have been more in your control if you had decided to just do it when the time came, and then you would be ready for this emergency. You can't be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know like that I needed this to get this stuff organized. It's like, well, it already was organized because I just took care of it when I noticed that it needed to be done. So anyway, that felt like a really big win this week Actually, it wasn't this week. It was a few weeks ago, but I forgot and I wanted to tell you about it at some point. So anyway, that's all I have. I will talk to you next week.